morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us in our 2023 annual meeting and for participating with us this week with our Member Appreciation Week. Now, this year, we had a record turnout. 2,477 members of the Cooperative registered this week. We actually ran out of member appreciation gifts, but not to worry, there's another 2,000 pounds of iron on the way. And we'll get these skillets to you for all those rain check ticket holders as soon as they're delivered to us. We're anticipating about 15 to 20 days. At this time, I'd like to introduce our board president, our new board president, Mr. John Woods. Many of you from Eastern Liberty County may know him as Captain John Woods. But John, looks like we picked a popular gift this year. What do you think?
Very popular, Chris. And thank you and welcome everyone. It's an honor and a privilege to serve as a director for Coastal.
Yeah, we had quite a turnout. It was definitely a great year, a year that we'll remember. In addition to Coastal Electric, we also have our affiliate, our subsidiary, Coastal Fiber. And we had an information and help desk here. And we had some employees up from Darien Telephone, who was our business partner on this venture. And they were here to help our members answer questions and get them signed up. What did you think of that?
Yeah, that was great. I actually signed up myself that day, and it went very easy. And glad to have the broadband at my house. Yeah.
Well, great. I know a lot of people are excited about the broadband and the Coastal Fiber, but I think everyone's excited right now to see who's going to win some money. This year we have two cash gifts. We have $1,000 for the grand prize, and we also have a $250 email raffle for those of you who left your email address with us. Now, at this time, I'm going to ask Emily to come up, and Johnny, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're going to go ahead and draw the winning ticket to see who's going to win that $1,000. This wheel has not been this full before. Last year we had about 1,600 members register, and the year before that a little over 1,700. So almost 2,500 members this year. That's definitely a record for us. All right, dig down deep in there, get us a good one. All right, the winning ticket, $4,000. And this member is from Midway, Georgia, from West 1st Street, so you kind of know where that might be. That would be Charles Tilton. Mr. Charles Tilton. We'll be contacting you at the end of the meeting today. For the $250 prize, once again, as a reminder, we will contact you by email. And now that we've made Mr. Tilton very happy, we're going to, hopefully you'll stay tuned and you'll watch a year in review video. And this will be a video that kind of shows you what we've been doing for this past year. And you'll pick up a theme that we've been very involved with the community, the coastal community that we serve. With that, roll the video. Welcome to the Coastal Electric annual meeting and our year in review. We're going to take a look back at what we've been up to since our last annual meeting. And most of what you'll hear today are a variety of projects that are really focused on our involvement in the community and ways that we can enhance the lives of our members. At Coastal Electric, our product is electricity, but our business is the commitment to our community. So you may have seen a lot of construction activity in Eastern Liberty County. And what is that? That is Coastal Fiber coming to your home. Since the beginning of 2022, we have been actively building new fiber optic cable on our power lines to get to you, the customer, our member, high-speed connectivity to the internet. It reminds me of the beginnings of Coastal Electric back in 1940. Rural America did not have electricity, and today we find ourselves with the same challenge with broadband connectivity. So in 2021, Coastal Electric created a new subsidiary, Coastal Fiber. And since then, we've been busy building fiber. We already have the power line right away. All we have to do is layer in a new piece of technology. Hopefully, that technology is going to help transform people's lives. We just recently hit a new milestone. We now have 500 customers connected to the Coastal Fiber infrastructure, providing reliable, high-speed service. But I don't want to sit here and tell you all the wonderful things that you can do with Coastal Fiber. I would like you to hear from some of our members in Eastern Liberty County that are using our Coastal Fiber right now.
I am COO of CETO Services in Savannah, Hilton Head, and St. Catharines, Sapelo. I have 2 different companies, and I need 2 different dispatch systems, and everything goes through me. We salvage boats. You get stuck on a sandbar, we'll come out and pull you off the sandbar. If you run out of fuel, we'll bring you fuel. If your motor stops, we'll come and pick you up and bring you back to your home dock or to a repair facility. Now, back in the day, we had CenturyLink, and it was dial-up. Every 15, 20 minutes, it would stop. If we had a storm, it would stop. If it rained, it stopped. It was horrible. It was horrible. So there was no fast-speed internet down here at all. When we first found out that Coastal Electric was going to put a fiber out here, we were all just couldn't wait for it to get out here because we've all been waiting forever for a responsible and decent service, and we finally got it. It has just been a godsend to me. I've got 3 or 4 windows open all at the same time. I've got 3 computers running at any given time, and now I have voice over phone system hooked up with it as well, and that has taken my business number and put it into the whole gamut of fiber. And people who don't have it ask me, do you like it? Are you happy with it? And I'm out there on the front porch talking to all the neighbors that go by. Yes, I'm ecstatic with it. It's not frustrating anymore. We're pretty much at the mercy of whoever decides to run a cable out here. So when we have an option, and we have an option with our electric company that has been good to us, and we have friends and neighbors that work for Coastal Electric, it makes us a little bit more loyal.
You may have heard a local announcement that electric vehicles are coming to coastal Georgia. There's a new Hyundai plant that's going to be up the road on I-16 that are bringing brand new manufactured electric vehicles to our area. As you know, Coastal Electric has been involved with electric vehicles for quite a number of years now. We've provided our schools with electric vehicle kits to make electric go-karts and educational opportunities for our students to get a hands-on experience with how electric vehicles work. Well, here we are today. Those electric vehicles are coming here.
Not everyone wants an electric car today, but these cars are coming. They're getting better. The battery's getting bigger. The battery's lasting longer. And one day, these cars will be ubiquitous. They will be all over Georgia, and Coastal Electric, serving their members, just wants to make sure everybody has a chance to go ahead and do this while it's economical, while it makes sense.
Electric transportation is going to impact us all. Of course, most of the charging happens at home. We already have the wires to the house, so it makes it easy, for a consumer. Rather than having to remember, oh gosh, I've got to go to the gas station and refill my car, it's as simple as just 5 seconds plugging in your car. The next morning it's fully charged, ready to go. We want to encourage people to charge at home. We also want to encourage people to charge in the middle of the night when the demand for electricity is low. It costs less for the consumer, and it's better for the grid. It's better for the environment. We save money, we save the environment. What could be better?
With all the interest in electric vehicles, Coastal Electric, we've developed a tool that you can access on our website to evaluate vehicle. Maybe you want to compare the economics of what your current vehicle is with a consideration of an electric vehicle in the future. So you can go to our website, you can use some drop-down menus, and you can select your gas vehicle and what gas costs these days. and make a comparison with an electric vehicle from a variety of choices and drop-down menus, and you'll be surprised with the results of this comparison. And play around with the website. It's there for you to use at any time, and we also have an energy advisor on staff. And if you have any questions about the results, or if you have any questions on how to use this website, you feel free to give us a call. With a new Hyundai plant under construction in our community, we're going to see more electric vehicles on the road, and we're going to see more interest in electric vehicle technologies. At Coastal Electric, we want to be a trusted source of information for you to help you make the right decision on what's best for you. One of the exciting events that Coastal Electric got to participate in was the STEAM event at the Richmond Hill Middle School. As part of the STEAM Fest at the Richmond Hill Middle School, Coastal Electric sponsored the Electric Vehicle Rally, where students got to put together these electric vehicle kits and race them around a track. Not only did they race and have fun, but they actually learned from each other too. They got to see how their fellow students put together their cart, what made one car run faster than the other, or what made one car run further than the other. As we create opportunities for more students to be involved in these electric vehicle rallies, hopefully these students will be sparked with some learn and develop larger electric vehicles, commercial electric vehicles, and perhaps even an electrical engineering job here at the Hyundai plant.
Today we're at the Richmond Hill Middle School in Richmond Hill, Georgia. And today is a big event for us called STEAM Fest. It's part of the STEM or STEAM program here at Richmond Hill Middle School.
What's going on behind us is probably one of the most exciting opportunities in education today. These middle school kids are building electric vehicles in the classroom and competing, and in the process learning a lot about STEM, technology, and how to work as a team.
So basically, we have a program here where kids come to my class a couple days a week in the morning, first thing in the morning, and they build these cars as a kit. And we were lucky that Coastal Electric helped us get these. They bought them all for us. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Coastal's been doing this a long time. You know, part of what an electric cooperative does, we feel it's important to be involved to support education, and this is a great example of that.
The cars are shipped from England. When we get them, they come disassembled. Quite a painstaking process of putting them together. Actually, students, they do everything. I just kind of work as a coach and try to make sure that everything's done properly.
So this is the first time that these students have gotten to build their cars and actually race them in competition outside of practice. So they actually have a 2-component race. They have their actual race heat that they're going to do, which is what's going on right behind me right now. And then in a minute after this is done, they're going to have a live presentation that they're going to have to do in front of judges where they explain what they've done with the cars, how they built them, what they learned from the process, and potentially how they can apply that to their skills later on in their schooling and later on in their life and entry into the workforce.
Students go on to become engineers, to become automobile mechanics, work on electric vehicles, design the next electric vehicle. The sky's the limit. The skills they learn from this, of course, relate directly to the technologies they're studying, but it applies to everyday life.
When I grow up, I might do something like this where I build cars and also race them too. I don't have a driver's license. I'm 13, and how we prepared was we drove it like almost every day to get ready for this race. It's fun to build it and then also see something that you built that is driving and going.
A lot of kids nowadays are technologically sound, or they're technologically savvy, but a lot of them lack skills when it comes to mechanical issues. In this case, we're trying to promote mechanics, and as we know, electric cars are becoming a big deal now. And so we're just going along with this. Hopefully some of these kids will have something to do with electric cars in the future.
It's terrific for the community. You've probably heard that, you know, electric vehicles in general are having a big impact on Georgia, and more specifically, you know, this part of the coast with the new Hyundai plant coming where they'll be building electric vehicles. But, you know, this is engaging students, it's engaging their parents. It's a good thing for everyone to be involved in, just to get out and really see that electric transportation is a real thing.
Thank you, Coastal Electric.
Throughout the year, we look for opportunities where we can use our resources to bring about positive change in the communities that we serve. One particularly exciting project has been working with the McIntosh County Superintendent, Dr. Jim Pelosi, along with high school students and some local volunteers to help restore Oglethorpe Square in Darien. The square was nearly erased by modern development a few decades ago, but it has been the vision of Dr. Pelosi to restore this square, now on middle school property, to a public park and green space at the present-day intersection of Lawrence Way and Green Street. Community development often looks like building something new to enrich the lives of the people who live there, but it also looks like preserving something enduring, investing in the rich history that makes this place we call home so special.
Darien's the second oldest city in Georgia. It was founded in 1736 by General Oglethorpe. We're known for our shrimp fleet. We're having the blessing of the fleet this weekend. It's some of the best shrimp on the planet. We're a popular tourist destination. Our beautiful waterfront, excellent restaurants, and part of that is the square plan that we have here with the beautiful shaded oak trees over our squares. This, where we're standing now, was part of the original plan laid out by General Oglethorpe, which Savannah's based on, Brunswick is based on, and it remained that way until 1946. At that time, the Georgia legislature deeded this property from the city of Darien to the McIntosh County Board of Education.
There used to be a very large drain field. It was no longer used. It was abandoned and it was just sitting there. Well, then Coastal Electric said, hey, we have some trees.
These are live oaks. They're the traditional tree. If you look around from right where we're standing, you can count about 50 or 20 right quick. Every community had a group like Coastal Electric. They would be in good shape.
Rural cooperatives have always given back to their community. Coastal Electric, they've done this up and down Georgia's 100 miles of coast, and here they are in Darien making an investment right here in Oglethorpe Square, going above and beyond and planting 9 live oak trees.
We have several cooperative principles that we live by. One of those is commitment to community. We are part of the community. Our employees work here, live here. We see each other, every day. And, it's not just an expression. We really do care about our members, the people we provide electricity to and services to. They're our friends. So when we have an opportunity to do this, to make it a better place, to employ some of the resources we have to improve the community, we jump on it.
You're going to have oak trees bounded off by beautiful shrubbery underneath. You're going to have walking paths. You're going to have benches. You're going to have a place where you can bring your family and relax.
The youth, the people that planted these kids, they'll be able to say, I planted that tree, and it's part of history.
The labor of those students today and the generosity of Coastal EMC has made this. It's bringing it back to the city. I don't know any other way to say it than that. It's bringing it back home to us and our citizens.
And one of the cooperative principles that Coastal Electric likes to promote is education and training. We do that through the Bright Ideas program that is administered by our Coastal Electric Foundation. This program offers teachers grant opportunities for up to $2,000 to bring a creative, in-person, hands-on classroom participation with the students. So not only are they teaching from the books and their resources, they're providing a classroom project that gives the students a creative way to understand the principles of the teacher. These grants will help teachers incorporate a creative, hands-on project that will enhance the education experience for these students.
It gives these kids an opportunity to have something they may not have. So it really means a lot.
Thank you, Coastal Electric!
Each year, Coastal Electric supports a variety of community projects and organizations. One of these projects includes the annual festival, The Blessing of the Fleet.
It's great that companies like Coastal Electric sponsor these events. It makes us feel good that they support our unity.
Thank you, Coastal Electric.
Thank you, Coastal Electric.
The other community projects involve donations to Boys and Girls Clubs in Liberty and McIntosh counties, as well as a variety of scholarship opportunities for the students in our community.
I'm absolutely thankful to everyone who, makes this possible, especially Coastal. This is a tremendous scholarship that really affects my ability to afford college and to get that critical part of my education.
As a power supplier to one of the fastest growing regions in America, Coastal Electric Cooperative has distinctive challenges and opportunities that require innovative solutions. Working together, like our fiber partnership with Darien Telephone Company, we accomplish things that would be costly, difficult, or even impossible to do alone. That's the cooperative way, and it's the foundation of our business. We survey our customers quarterly, and we're driven by their feedback and engagement. We strive to anticipate, shape, and respond to changes in technology and support economic development in the counties we serve. We work to fulfill our mission to be the trusted source for energy information, champion the cause, and inspire the future of the youth of our community every single day.
Good morning to all of the members tuning in on the live stream. Welcome to the business session of the 88th annual meeting of the members of the Coastal Electric Cooperative. I'm Luke Moses, and I'm the attorney for Coastal EMC. And my office, Jones, Osteen, and Jones in Hinesville, has been proud to represent this EMC for over half a century. I'm responsible for conducting a couple of brief formalities that we must handle before we confirm the results of the members' voting for the past 3 days. The first order of business is to make the determination of a quorum and the reading of the notice of this meeting. For that, I'm going to call upon Board Secretary and Treasurer Laura McGee. Come on up, Laura.
Thank you, Mr. Moses. Good morning. As of May 25th, 2023, there were 19,049 members of Coastal Electric Cooperative. Article 3, Section 4 of the bylaws of Coastal Electric Cooperative state that 2% of the members shall constitute a quorum. With 2,477 members, or just over 13% registered, I declare a quorum present for the transaction of business. Okay, next. Pursuant to Article 3, Section 3 of the bylaws of Coastal Electric Cooperative, there has been sent to each member written notice from the Secretary of the Cooperative, which provides as follows. The 2023 annual meeting will be held in the auditorium at the headquarters of Coastal Electric Cooperative on Thursday, May 25th, 2023 at 10 o'clock a.m. The meeting will be live streamed on coastalelectric.coop/live and Facebook Live. At this meeting, reports concerning the affairs of the cooperative will be presented, and members will elect 3 directors for terms of 3 years to fill the expiring terms for Bryan County, Liberty County, and McIntosh seat on the board. I have obtained verification from the U.S. Postal Service that those notices were mailed on April 21st, 2023. Thank you.
Thanks, Laura. The next item of business is the approval of the minutes of the 2022 annual meeting. Those printed minutes were placed on the table in front of each of the directors when they arrived this morning. Does anyone have any changes or additions to those minutes? Hearing none, I'd ask someone from the board to offer a motion that those minutes be approved and placed in the permanent record books of the cooperative. Thank you, Mr. Woods. Is there a second? Thank you, Ms. Odom. All voting? Okay, it carries unanimously. The next item on the agenda is a presentation of reports of the officers and directors. Insomuch as this is a virtual hearing, our CEO, Chris Fettis, has made his report by way of the year-end review presentation you just saw, and it was a great video. That report will remain on the co-op website for a year. I'd invite all of you watching us online to watch and share that video with your friends and other co-op members who may be interested. It'll continue to be on the Facebook page, and you can share it with your friends and family. A printed annual report and the audited financial statements have been mailed to every member inside the June issue of Georgia Magazine. I invite you to review that report and feel free to call or send emails to anyone here at Coastal if you have any questions. The next item of business will be the confirmation of the election of the directors. Coastal Electric Cooperative is governed by a 9-member board of directors who are elected by the members of the co-op. Each director serves a 3-year term. There are directors from each of the counties served by the co-op. However, the directors are elected and serve at large. The terms are staggered so that each year only 3 director seats become open. The bylaws of the cooperative provide for a nominating committee to be appointed and to meet to nominate a slate of candidates to fill the expiring terms. To that end, those nominees have been placed on a paper ballot, and members have been given the opportunity to vote either in person at the Coastal Electric office in Richmond Hill or in Midway for the 3 days that preceded this meeting. The nominating committee for this election consisted of the following people: Mark Schlag, Barbara Smith, Jerry Adkins, Donna Moore, and Timothy Beatty. The committee met on February 8th at 11 a.m. and they made their nominations. I've signed their report and I'll read it to you now. The director nominee from Bryan County is the lady you just heard from, Laura McGee. From Liberty County is Mr. John Woods. And from McIntosh and Long counties is Ms. Reagan Odom. And that report that I referenced is signed by Mark Schlag, the chair of the nominating committee. In accordance with the bylaws, early voting is permitted for 3 days immediately preceding this meeting. Each of the 3 incumbent directors, as I mentioned earlier, ran at large. And as Laura mentioned earlier, there were a record number of ballots cast, 2,477. And in each election, each candidate was unopposed. And with that in mind, I can declare that the director from Bryan County is Laura McGee, John Woods from Liberty County, and Reagan Odom from McIntosh and Long counties. They're duly reelected to the board for another 3-year term. Congratulations to all of you. Now our agenda calls for any unfinished business from the previous meeting. Is there any unfinished business from the floor? And I know of no unfinished business. Hearing none, I'll ask, is there any new business to come before this meeting? Hearing none, I'll say that we've confirmed the election of the 3 directors to our board, and knowing of no other business, I declare this meeting to be adjourned. Thank y'all for watching.